going, everybody? This is going to be a little bit of a late video because honestly, I just felt terrible today. I still wanted to get some out, so this is probably going to be fairly short, but this is going to be kind of the beginning of, I guess, anti hair loss and stuff like that. So, what are we working with? That is going to be question number one, obviously, and why am I doing this? Because obviously, I have a lot of hair on my head. Well, let me go ahead and show you guys. So, if we look here, my hairline has always kind of been, like genetically, right? Has always been like pushed back to like here, but I know it can grow back in this top little part right here, essentially. So I want to make sure I can get rid of that. And like I can already feel baby hairs right here because I know my hairline is pretty good, but like it's naturally always been fairly pushed back. So if I can extenuate the growth, it would look better, because it makes it look like I'm balding, even though I can clearly feel like the baby hairs, especially because I'm ginger and it just is really hard to, have nice roots when you're ginger because it's just super thin unless you're a very, very dark ginger. But I'm not. I'm like very, very light, borderline, like teetering on orange, essentially. So when I like wash my hair and everything, it's not washed right now, dude. I literally came home last night from my shift and fell asleep. But yeah, that's just kind of my plan right now is to work on this, and then obviously I want to get some more volume to the hair. But if we look here, see, it's not terrible because like I do have very strong hair, but you can see it's starting to thin basically. So, and I have to comb it over a lot before you can even see the thinning. If I do this, it'll probably be a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, like you can see it a little bit more there. It's just really hard to tell. But this is the stage, apparently, in hair loss that people ignore the most, is the very beginning. It's the stage where you're figuring out what to do, or if you're even losing hair in the first place. And all the research says that, like, I'm probably losing a good amount of hair, more than I realize, which is true. So, what are we doing to basically counter that? Well, we got some Amazon packages here. I'm not gonna show the package itself on camera because I have my address and I don't have a marker, but I'll hold up the product after, we open it up. Let's see. Ah. Now these are brands that I did a lot of research on, and I was trying to discover what was actually good, what was actually bad, because there's 10 billion things out there, right? People say, oh, have you tried minoxidil? Have you tried this? Have you tried that? I'm not gonna like try anything like this. So this is, make sure there's no barcodes on this with my address. All right. So this is the Body Wise hair roller. So what is this? It's basically this little tube that's filled with like rosemary oil. Here, let me read the ingredients. It is filled with 3% rosemary oil, 3% red zill, 2% anagen, and 1% propyl. Man, I'm terrible at announcing things. But basically, all three of those are supposed to, or all four of those are supposed to be very, very healthy ingredients for your hair. Like rosemary oil is supposed to not be on par with minoxidil, but it's supposed to be very close to minoxidil, basically, and it's way more natural. I'm always a guy who will go the natural route over anything unless there's no natural route that's proven, essentially. But a lot of people swear by this. So that is thing number one. Now, thing number two, this box is heavy. Or not heavy, but it's heavier. But yeah, it's just always go the natural route if there is a way to go to the natural route, right? Same thing with going to the gym. Like you can take steroids. You still have to work really hard if you take steroids, but it's also kind of a cheat code too to get you there faster. The only people who should be taking steroids, like in the gym, is like actual bodybuilders who, if you don't take steroids, you'll just lose essentially. So this is the next thing we have. I asked a lot of girls about this because I wasn't too sure, one, if I should even use it, or two, how effective it is. A silk bonnet. I thought I'd just leave my address. So, yeah, a silk bonnet. And with the silk bonnet, from what my understanding is, it's supposed to help keep in moisture and stop frizzing while you sleep. It's not gonna help your hair grow more hair or anything like that. It's just meant to make it healthier, essentially. And like that is literally it. It is only meant to make it healthier. People always have this mistake where they think, oh well, like if you take one thing, it's gonna fix your hair. But from all the research I've done, you gotta buy like 10 things, to really do it properly. Because what guys don't do, I know I don't do it, or I haven't done it. I'm gonna start doing it. I know my friends don't do it or anything like that. Is we don't put a lot of product in our hair, which is good and bad. So we are less likely to fry our hair throughout our life if we don't dye it or anything like that. But we're also more likely for it to just fall out naturally because we won't take anything. So then what's up next? Pumpkin seed oil. I have no clue if this is going to work. Genuinely, I have no clue if any of this is going to work. I'm just telling you the research that I've done and what it does. So pumpkin seed oil is, from what people say, is a natural DHT blocker, essentially. And DHT, you need it for to basically do absolutely nothing besides make sure you don't go sterile, essentially. But the counter to that is vitamin D3 and D2, is what most people say. If you're taking pumpkin seed oil, also take vitamin D3, D2, as it will essentially promote that the DHT not getting too low in your overall body, essentially. But there's nothing to really block it. So that's why I got the rosemary and the pumpkin seed oil. So that way, when I take it, obviously I'm going to try to counter it, but I'm going to also be boosting pumpkin seed oil on my head with the rosemary. Last thing that is in this box is, and I won't be able to use this for probably a minute just because of my hair texture and everything. I'm going to use this a little bit later on, but it is based sea salt spray. Now, this has been a pretty big brand I've been seeing going around for a minute now. So it's supposed to be really, really, really good. It is literally just sea salt, aloe vera, glycerin, kelp, vitamin B5, citric acid, caprol glucide, natural fragrance of natural preserves. I'm gonna open it up. We'll see what it smells like, just to see. But I'm gonna put it away once I do it. I can't. There's a thing on it. I don't really want to open this right now, so we will do that once we start the overall hair treatment instead. Now that's literally just to give some texture to your hair. My hair has pretty good texture as it is. Like I said, it's not washed right now, but it has pretty good texture as it is. So sea salt spray is literally just to bring out the natural texture a little bit more, essentially. Because if you guys don't know, I mean, you guys probably wouldn't know. I've never shown a picture of my younger self. I have naturally very curly hair, not 100% curls, but enough where it actually curls up naturally, almost kind of like a perm, I guess you could say. So that's something I definitely wanted to look at and make sure I'm getting into. Next thing on the list, trying not to leak my address. I'm really bad at that. I keep almost holding it up to the camera, but if I do that, then we're. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is the based body wash. I ran out of body wash. People said this one was good, so I decided to get it. So this one is shea butter. So it's shea butter and coconut basically for this body wash. Shea butter is good for you. Coconut smell, if you like coconut, it's good too. It's just something simple. There's no harmful ingredients, no sulfate, no nothing like that. So I think this is just going to be a good thing, just to smell nice. I also have naturally really bumpy skin, basically, which I already got a silicone scrubber last year for, and that helps a lot. But having a more natural body wash would help a little bit more. It's the same fragrance I used before, though, so that's really going to change on that aspect. And then put my address there. This is something that I want to get because genuinely, I have absolutely no clue. Is this my address on it? No. So it is a scrubber. It's gonna. There you go. There's the branded scrubber. So basically, what this is it's not a body scrubber; it's a hair scrubber. Because my entire life, and I know a lot of guys do this too, where when you scrub your scalp, you just you get in there, but you're not actually supposed to do that, and that's one of the big reasons guys end up losing their hair very early on, is because of just scrubbing their scalp. Like my brother is a good example. He still has a good amount of hair left, but he decides to just go bald because like he was one of those people who would shower and just scrub and scrub and scrub his hair until it was basically disintegrated, essentially. So yeah, these are the items we are going to be using. Is that all of them? One, two, three, four, five, six. So this is 6 items right here. 6 items, and this was about $200. Actually, sorry. If I minus the stuff that hasn't gotten here yet, it's about 150. I know that sounds like a lot, but in my opinion, if you are going to save your hair, you're going to have to spend 150 plus. Basically, like through all the research and everything, if you go get a hair transplant, it's going to be over $150. If you go just start buying minoxidil all the time, it might be cheap at first, but it's eventually going to add up. It is expensive. It really, really is. So if you want to go the more natural route, this is what I'm doing. Obviously, you don't have to buy these products. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I just want to show you guys what I'm going to be doing, and we're going to slowly do probably some update videos over these. Probably like every single time I do something with it or something like that is probably what we're going to do. So probably every day, every other day, because usually with long hair, you don't wash it every single day. So I don't want to put oils on it every single day. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But if you have short hair, I mean, yeah, you could probably just do this every single day, and it would probably help speed up the process just a little bit. But yeah, that's really all I want to show you guys today was the haul I was talking about earlier, and the potential of hopefully, maybe getting it back. And I will show progress. You guys just saw the beginning, right? Where it's thinning, it's pushed back a little bit. So here in a couple of weeks, you should easily be able to tell a difference if any of this stuff is real. Or I'm just going to go bald. One of the two. Maybe all this stuff will fry my hair. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Peace.